Welcome to NASA's Summer of Innovation Lesson Support videos. I'm Bonnie Murray, and this is the Physical Sciences Unit, Space Weather. This video contains a brief overview of the 4 activities in the space weather lesson. This lesson, and the 4 activities included, explore the origins, processes, and risks associated with solar radiation. This includes how radiation travels through the solar system, how it affects Earth's magnetosphere, and how it poses a threat to astronauts and spacecraft. In order to understand how space weather is studied, students need to have some experience with investigating details about things they cannot see. In the activity, What's Hidden Inside, each student puts a small object inside a paper bag and then provides clues to other students about that object. In addition to better understanding why we gather information from space before sending people, students practice skills in making a hypothesis and in observation. Notice that this lesson includes a news break video. The link to this lesson, Why Do Robots Travel Places Before People, is available on the lesson plan. Students will need to take their bag home the night before the activity and return it with an object in it. They will also need to prepare their 2 clues. The bags are then taped closed and distributed along with the clues to the other students in the room who don't know what's in them. The lesson involves discussion about making predictions and how to solve the mystery of what's in the bag without opening it. The skewers provide an opportunity for students to explore what's in the bag using extended touch. They poke the skewer into the bag, making a small hole, and gather information by touching the object with the skewer. It's sort of a simulation of remote sensing. In Activity 2, Radiation Exposure on Earth, students answer the question, how does your radiation exposure compare to an astronaut's radiation exposure? The students discuss the topic using space flight radiation charts and worksheets provided in Spacefaring, the Radiation Challenge. There are also additional materials provided online. A link to the Spacefaring, the Radiation Challenge materials can be found within the lesson plan. The third activity of this lesson is Build a Magnetometer. Magnetometers are used to measure the strength and direction of the Earth's magnetic field and to keep track of magnetic disturbances. Magnetic disturbances are often an indication that a solar storm has occurred. Data gathered by students is used to discuss changes they can see. The lesson includes a website that provides background information. There are also links for real-time data. The activity spans several days. After building the magnetometers, students collect data every 15 to 30 minutes for several hours each day. 1 magnetometer is needed, and it should be set up on a level, stable surface about 2 feet from a wall with no source of magnetic field near it. A centimeter scale drawn on white paper should be posted on the wall behind the magnetometer. Data will be recorded based on the reflection of the light on the wall. Regarding supplies, small mirrors can be found at craft stores, and bar magnets are available at science supply stores. In the 4th activity, the Space Weather Action Center, the instructor guide to the activity can be found at the website address provided in the lesson plan. The link to the instructor guide is found at the bottom of the page. This activity requires an initial investment of 45 minutes per day for 3 days. You will also need to plan for at least 90 minutes to create the Space Weather Action Center, which is a classroom learning center. Finally, daily attention of 15 to 30 minutes per day on average should be carried out for a minimum of several weeks. The NASA content used throughout this activity should be accessed on the internet daily since it is real-time data. The Space Weather Action Center provides an ongoing opportunity for students to track space weather through collection and analysis of real-time data and to familiarize themselves with NASA data sets. Students can do daily reports, including videotaped broadcasts of the space weather report of the day. Weekly class reviews of the data are also recommended. This is a fun and engaging way to help students become aware of solar activity over time. Thank you for joining us as we explore together in NASA's Summer of Innovation.